The Greater Columbus Golden Boys and Girls are one of the newer crew supporter groups. Like the rest, Crew Union, Hudson Street Hooligans, La Turbina Amarillo, Murderers Row, et al., they stand for team and community. Saturday was GCGBAG's turn to host the Mega Tailgate in the parking lot on the southwest side of Mapfre Stadium, and the community aspect of their mission was clear. Hot dogs. Not just any hot dogs. We're talking about free hot dogs. We're talking about free hot dogs that are well within their expiration dates, grilled to perfection to a temperature at which there is no threat of bacterial infestation, handled with clean utensils and served with a spectacular array of toppings. If the supporter groups don't look after the fans, who will? That is a fair question given what has happened as the conspiracy to uproot the league's first chartered franchise has been exposed as the grift job that it is. It started last season, when promotion and marketing went into retrograde. It continued into the playoffs, when fans were held up in the parking lot so that an ESPN audience could see empty seats. It has continued into this season, with the whacked schedule, big draws relegated to weekdays and home games overloaded into cold weather months. They're trying to gut a proud market to grease the path to Austin, Texas. It's plain to see. On Wednesday, the Columbus Public Health Department found violations at 8 concession stands at Mapfre Stadium. The violations ranged from drainage issues to the use of wet towels to keep pretzels soft to the presence of mouse droppings in areas where food is served. Levy Restaurants, a Chicago concern that manages the concessions, had everything cleaned up and approved by the health department by Friday. Levy quickly atoned, and good on them. But if you are a Crew fan, you can picture the gnarled hands of Dave Greeley, president of Precourt Sports Ventures, without plastic food service gloves. And he must have a pet rat, right? You have been through too much since Anthony Precourt announced he might be taking his talents to Austin. Savoir-faire is everywhere. If you are GCGBAG and you're hosting the Mega Tailgate, you step in and serve your community. To you, Columbus, till I die, does not include Listeria. John Clem, a longtime Crew supporter, still gets back to Columbus even though his job has taken him to New York. He is among a litany of compelling social media presences in the He was there at the Mega Tailgate, in an old jersey, Polish hammer era, with the yellow stripes on the shoulders, hammering through a couple of hot dogs with chili and onions. How were they? They're not fermented, Clem said. For Crew fans who have long memories like Clem, the rivalry with the Chicago Fire and DC United still burns brightly. Attendance is down throughout the league's older markets, and the fans in Columbus are getting the Tomas the Torquemada treatment, so there was not a huge crowd on hand Saturday night. But it was choice. You fight for US. We fight for you. Together, we save the Crew. That's what the tifo spelled out in the raucous Nordic region before kickoff. Well-fed fans were treated to another solid performance. The Crew drew to a 3-0 victory. Despite this being the team's third game in 8 days and despite losing midfielder Pedro Santos to an apparent hamstring injury at the outset, the Crew handled the Fire with relative ease. The Crew is 3-0-2 in its past 5 games. Its possess and attack game is being augmented by an improving defense. It is 6-3-3 overall and stalking the Eastern Conference leaders. Never in Greg Berhalter's coaching tenure has the Crew been in such good form at this stage of the season. Hotdog.Marachi@dispatch.com at Michael Arace 1